Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Okay, today we're going to talk about avoiding possessive people. Okay, before I get started, I would like to thank you so much for supporting this channel, each and every one of you. Welcome to all of the new subscribers, and welcome to the family subscribers. And I call the ones who have been with me for a while family. And welcome to the men who are here. I really appreciate all of you. Now, let's talk about this. Possessive people. Now, what I mean is people who feel like you belong to them, as if you are their property, you see. And these people feel like they have control over you. Okay, let's really dive deep into this. I'm going to use myself as an example. I did, my second husband was extremely possessive. And I'm going to tell you, he would track my comings and goings and time it. And time how long it would take me to go from point A to point B. And then question me about it if I came a little bit later than what he expected me to be there. My ex-husband will call my job, and if I didn't answer the phone and someone else answered the phone, it was a potential problem, because I would have to answer who answered your phone and why did they answer your phone, what are they doing there, and who is he, and all kind of nonsense. You see, possessive people are extremely insecure people. You see, and so once they latch on to you, it makes them feel like they have something that they cannot afford to lose. So they have a tendency to hold on too tight. And as a result, you're probably wanting to get away from them, because their possessive attitude becomes destructive. That's why that possessive attitude can become destructive. Now, my ex-husband even wanted to be possessive over me and my other children. I already had children when I married my second husband. But the thing is, he felt like I belonged to him. And so he would like to come and take me away from taking care of my other children. He thought, in his mind, he thought I was there just to take care of him, and that's it. And that's it. That's possessive people. Now, possessive people will treat you, they don't all treat you the way that my ex-husband did. You know, they have other ways of treating you. But one thing in common with possessive people is that they would track you. They will stalk you. Understand? And they don't like seeing you interact with other people unless they have approved of it. You see? Which is ridiculous. You can't live your life like that. You can't live your life like that. And some of these possessive people are violent. Violent. You see? If you don't comply with whatever they want or need or whatever, they will attack you. Now, I'm not saying all possessive people are violent, but a number of them are. And it's because of their own insecurity. Their own insecurity. Now, the way that you can spot these people is that they are, when you meet them, they're going to be all over you. They're not going to let you breathe much without them. They want to be in your presence all or most of the time, because they have to know where you're going, who you're talking to, what you're doing over here and what you're doing over there, because they feel like you are their possession now. And they can do with you what they want. You need to avoid these people. Avoid these people. I know my ex-husband was so bad that if I said no to him or whatever, he would resort to force. For instance, if I was outside with the kids, playing with the kids or whatever, and he wanted me to be inside, and I said, okay, give me a moment and I'll come in. He would come and get me, pick me up, throw me over his shoulder, and drag me to wherever he wanted me to be. That's a possessive person. You don't want that. You do not want that. And they do other things. You understand? I'm telling you, they will put a GPS on your car. You understand? They'll camp outside your house. You understand? If they call you up on the phone, they want you to answer. And if you don't answer, it could be a problem. It could be a problem. I know I've dated men that they call me and I have other business. I don't walk around with that phone hanging on my chain. You understand? So I'm not going to hit a phone every time it rings. But I've had men that cause a problem because I don't answer the phone when they call. No. Now, that is not the making of a good relationship. You see, avoid people who feel like that you are their possession. And women can get that way too. Women can get very possessive and very jealous. See, jealousy comes along with that possession. Men that are like that, they don't allow their women to talk to other men, even if he's a friend. Don't talk to other men. You understand? And you better not touch a man. If like men come up, you may meet a friend that you haven't seen in ages, and hug. I'm a huggy type. I like to hug people. But if you have a possessive mate, you better watch that. Most of them don't allow that kind of action. They don't want you to touch anybody except them. But people, think about it. That's not living. That's not living. If you're with somebody that wants to put you in a cage or put a noose around your neck, that's not a lasting relationship. It's not a happy one. That's for sure. How can you be happy if somebody is enslaving you? And that's what it is. When you're with this possessive people, you feel enslaved. You feel like you have to sneak around to be yourself. Especially if they oppose you being yourself. You see? No. Avoid possessive people. They are toxic. This is toxic behavior. And I'm telling you, these people can harm you. Many of them are violent from that insecurity. And the insecurity probably comes from childhood. They have abandonment issues, which means that they couldn't stand it if you left them. So that's why they want to hold on to you so tight in fear that maybe one day you will see that they are not what you want and leave them. You see, they are not confident within themselves at all. At all. You see, they probably feel like they got you, on a fluke. On a fluke. They can't believe that you chose them. But now that they feel like they got you, they're going to hold on tight. They're going to hold on tight, too tight. Too tight until they can smother you. They can smother you. And a lot of them are extremely needy on top of that. On top of that. So they're draining you of all of your energy from their needs. And of course, if you're their possession, they want you to satisfy those needs. You see? But they got a leash. You're on a short leash with them. A very short leash. You see? Many times, especially if you are married to them, you understand? Don't just think that you could just go someplace free will and do things free will without getting permission from the possessive partner. Or, announcing to the possessive partner that you intend to do something, and then again seeking their approval so that you don't get the backlash of just going ahead and doing something, and then gotta face this possessive person who is extremely envious too. You see? Avoid these kind of people. When you see the signs, it's better to walk away from it before you get too involved in it. You see, ladies? That's why I tell you again, don't run out here sleeping with everybody. Because even the possessive person won't feel so possessive if you have not had sex with them. You understand? It's once you cross that line with these people that they feel like they own you. That they own you. And I tell you, they would do any and everything to keep what they have found in you. That's right. They would even go out here and attack other people that they feel that you might be interested in. This is what possessive people do. Especially the women. The women are known to go after other women if they feel like their man is attracted to another woman. You see? Now, these possessive women, some of them will attack the man. They will. Physically. Or they'll make his life a living hell. Understand? Calling him up. Popping up. You understand? Running everybody off he's trying to talk to, or business or whatever. They don't care. They don't care. You belong to them. And they plan to hold on to you at all cost. Get away from these people. Get away from these people. They really don't mean you any good. It's all about them. It's not about you. It's not about pleasing you. It's not about seeing you happy. They don't care if you're happy, as long as you are satisfying their need and making them feel like you will never leave them. That's what they want. They want to feel like you will never leave. You see? And some of them, once they feel like you're stuck and never leave, they may loosen up the noose a little bit. They may loosen it up. I've seen it happen. They'll loosen it up a little bit and allow you some freedoms without them. But not many. Not many. They are not trusting. They don't trust you. Because 9 times out of 10, they can't trust themselves. They know what they would do in situations. That's why they can't trust you. They feel like you'll do the same thing that they would do, given the opportunity. You see, these are trust issues, insecurity, and abandonment issues. And these are toxic issues that can ruin a relationship. Can ruin it. Possessive people, I'm telling you, can make your life a living hell. And I'm going to tell you, it's not easy to get rid of them either. It's not easy to get rid of them. Understand? Because they don't want to let go. Even if you try to break it off. You've heard reports. Some of these possessive people will come back and kill you. Kill you. Because they'd rather see you dead than be with somebody else. You understand? You understand why this is so dangerous? Do not hook up with these possessive people. Now, I'm going to tell you something. In the beginning of a relationship, this is where a lot of people kind of get caught up. In the beginning, the possessive person will show you all kind of attention. All kind of attention. I mean, they will bend over backwards. You understand? To do things to impress you. To impress you. Because all of this, because they want to get you. You understand? They want you to be in their lives. To be a part of them. You understand? So they will they will make you feel like you're the most important person in the world to them. They'll be calling you up all the time, checking on you all the time, and you'll say, wow, this person must really, really care for me. You understand? Because they check on me all the time and make sure everything is good. You understand? But these are things you need to look at. Because sometimes you're dealing with a possessive person. A possessive person. A person that will not let up. Will not let up. Just like they called you so many times in the beginning when you were dating and you appreciated that. You understand? Once they get you, that turns into them calling you all the time and questioning you about what you're doing. And if they're not pleased with it, then it's a problem. Interrogating you about where you were and who you were with and why did you have to go there and why didn't you take me and all kind of it's crazy. It can get crazy and it can get very hairy. Whether you are a man or a woman, you need to avoid possessive people. Possessive people. Now I know guys, you know, when a girl is running after them and falling all over them and, you know, and every time they look around there she is and all of that, a lot of men will go with it because it's there as an opportunity. But some of these people are not stable. Are not stable. And when you think that you can just ghost them and disappear from them, you're done with them. You've already got what you want from them. You're done. And you think that you can just dance off into the sunset to your next to your next opportunity. This possessive person is in their mind, you still belong to them. You still belong to them. And they are not about to let you go like that. Some of these people have to call in the law to stop them. You understand? It can be dangerous business to be involved with these possessive, toxic people. So I hope you understand this message. I hope you understand this message. Because really, this can save your life. This can save your life. You know? When you meet these people, if they're on top of you too much, you know, take your time with them. Take your time with them. You understand? Because they could cause you a lot of heartache down the road. So, I think I'm going to end it here. And I hope that this message helped someone. I wish somebody had told me before I married a possessive person, because I tell you, it was not a happy experience. It was not. So I want to wish you well and happiness in your life. Understand? And thank you so much. Thank you so much for viewing this video. And I really thank you for your comments. I enjoy reading them. I look forward to reading them every day, tell you the truth. I really do. So just keep them coming and let me know how you feel about these messages. But just be aware of these possessive people. When they come into your life, you know you're flattered because they give you so much attention. But take your time to make sure that that attention is not toxic attention. Okay? So, thank you again for watching this video. I wish you well, and I hope to see you next time.